My favorite place to look for designer jewelry is Luxury Bazaar. They carry unique statement pieces that elevate your look with both new and vintage designs at a fraction of the cost. Thank you to Luxury Bazaar for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to check out their website, linked down below. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing an in-depth review of the two brand new Chanel exclusives. So here I have the Duo de Camellia highlighting powder, and here is the Tweed Pink blush. As of right now, these are both exclusive to Chanel.com. I unboxed them and shared my first impressions during my last luxury beauty haul. So I will link that down below in case you missed it and you'd like to check it out. But today I want to go a little bit more in depth. So of course I'm going to share my thoughts, show you how they apply on the skin, and we'll also do some comparison swatches. That way you can really see if either of these products are right for you. If you do decide that you love either of these exclusives, or anything from Chanel for that matter, you can use the code in the bag, all caps, for free overnight shipping. I feel like I discovered that code over a year ago, but I keep using it, it keeps working. I'm going to begin by talking about the blush. This launched on Cyber Monday. It retails for $48. It is limited edition. There are currently two shades available on Chanel.com. Tweed Beige, which launched in spring of this year, and the new Tweed Pink. In the past, they also had a Tweed Coral and another pink shade, but those are no longer available. What I love about the Tweed blushes is, of course, they have the beautiful embossed overlay. It looks like a Chanel tweed jacket. It ties back into the fashion house, so there's a story. When the blush is brand new, there's a thin layer of gold shimmer that appears to be woven into the tweed, but that quickly disappears as you use it. And underneath the design, there are two shades of blush marbled together. It is so beautiful. Here is the Tweed Pink next to the Tweed Beige. You can see that the pink is very light, where the beige is a little bit deeper. And I think the Tweed Beige is going to be best suited for more skin tones. This new Tweed Pink is very light. It gives a gorgeous natural flush. It's very soft and angelic, but you really cannot build up this color. It is intended to be soft, and it really is. The blush is so light that even on a white-haired makeup brush, you can barely see any product. And I'm really going in there. I just turned the light down a little bit more, so hopefully you can really see the blush on camera. I can't really see it in the viewfinder, so I'm just having faith that you can see it. This is basically where I would stop. I applied just a normal amount of blush. It's very light. It gives a soft, very natural flush. In a way, I think it's nice because you can pair it with just about any lipstick. It's not really going to detract or distract in your makeup look. Just for the sake of showing you, I am going to go in with a little bit more and try to build up the color. That's really the most intense pigment you're gonna get. There's a lot of product on my face, it's just that the shade is very light. So you have to be the judge. If this shade of pink is not gonna show up on your skin tone, this isn't going to be a good shade of blush for you. There's not much you can do to make it work. Well, it reminds me a lot of a ballerina or a sugar plum fairy. This time of year, being that it's winter, almost Christmas, it reminds me of Elsa or an ice princess. It gives you just that very soft, crisp, elegant makeup. It is so beautiful, and it reminded me a lot of another one of my favorite blushes, which is the Voyage de Chanel. You can see this pink shade in the top is kind of in the same family. It's definitely more bright, more bold, but it gives you that same pop of pink on the cheek. The Voyage de Chanel is going to give you a lot more color payoff, but it retails for $70, so it's far more expensive. And this can be used as a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush, but I typically just swirl my brush in there and use it just as a blush. As far as the Chanel staples, I would say the Tweed Pink is very similar to Rose Petale, Rose Initial, and Quintessence. But of those three, the Tweed Pink is still far lighter on the skin. Here is a swatch of the Tweed Pink, the Tweed Beige, and the Voyage de Chanel. Now let's talk about the real standout and star of the show. This is the Duo de Camellia Illuminating Powder Duo. This launched on Chanel.com on Black Friday, and unlike the Tweed blush, I knew it was coming. I had signed up for the email list. As soon as I got the email saying that I could shop early, I added to cart. It is just so beautiful, and I had been anticipating this highlighter. This retails for $70. It is, of course, limited edition and exclusive. According to the website, it contains 2 iridescent shades, golden beige and pearly platinum. Just like the Tweed blush, the Camellia highlighter tells a story that ties back into the history and heritage of the brand. The Camellia was Gabrielle Chanel's favorite flower, and you can find so many Camellia motifs in Chanel fashion, and that's the reason for this beautiful floral design on top. It's the first thing I noticed when I opened this highlighter, was how beautiful it really is in person. The second thing I noticed, or the second thought that ran through my head, was that it looks very small. I was honestly shocked by what I found out when I compared this highlighter with the other Chanel options. This compact contains 0.3 ounces of product, the exact same amount as the illuminating powder, like this white opal. 0.3 ounces, except the Duo de Camellia retails for $70, the illuminating powder retails for just $58. But it actually contains more product than the Lion de Chanel from last year, which only has 0.28 ounces of product. It also retailed for $70. What surprised me the most was comparing it to this year's Eclat Magnétique de Chanel in the shade Metal Peach, which contains 0.35 ounces for the same price. I want you to see a true comparison on the skin, so on this side of my face, I'm going to apply the brand new Duo de Camellia highlighter. And then on this side, I'm going to apply the Metal Peach Eclat Magnétique. I mean, with the tiniest bit, you can see just how bright that is. It's a very beaming highlighter. I cleaned my brush and I'm going to use the exact same one, so you can try to see the difference. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. The Duo de Camellia highlighter is a lot more silver, platinum, so it stands out from the skin. It's not a natural flesh tone, so it's going to be a little bit more stark. It stands out. Whereas the Metal Peach is more of a light, fleshy tone, so it gives you a much softer, more subtle highlight. So here's the Camellia, here's Metal Peach, this is the Lion de Chanel, here is the Chantecaille highlighter, and this is the Guerlain highlighter. Based sheerly on texture and pigment alone, I would say that the new Chanel highlighter is the most similar to the new Chantecaille. These are both very expensive, smaller compacts. They're incredibly beautiful, but these apply in a very similar manner. Unless you were a collector like myself, there would really be no reason for you to get both. In fact, there's not really a reason for you to get both this highlighter and the Metal Peach, but I will say they are very different. The Metal Peach could be your everyday highlight. This is more evening, special occasion, elevated looks. It's not something that you really just want to throw on and go because it's going to be very bright and maybe a little bit more dramatic than what you're looking for. You can also use this as an eyeshadow. It is beautiful as an inner corner highlight or even just a pop of shimmer right on the lid. This is my bare finger. One simple swipe, not a lot of pressure through the pan, and you can see just how much product it picked up. This is by far, bar none, the most pigmented highlighter that Chanel has ever come out with. Most of their highlighters are very soft, subtle, understated, classic. This is not that highlighter. You can still achieve very beautiful classic looks, but if you want drama, this is it. This is going to give you that bright, beaming highlight, and it also doesn't help that the shade is more of a platinum. Even though you do have two colors here, the beige doesn't have a ton of warmth. I personally really like a blinding highlight, so overall, I love the appearance on the skin. I love the way this highlighter looks. It feels special, it feels exclusive, it feels a little bit more exciting than the Metal Peach highlighter, which is very beautiful, near and dear to my heart. Use it all the time. I'll probably get a lot more use out of the Metal Peach versus this. But if you're looking for something really special to add to your collection for the holidays, if you had to choose one or the other, I might lean towards the Duo de Camellia. It's such a tough call because in terms of what I will use the most, hands down, the Metal Peach. This is something that is going to be reserved for special occasions. But if you're the type of makeup collector that you already have enough in your stash, you're looking for those really exquisite pieces that stand out, this is going to be perfect for you. And that completes today's in-depth review of the 2 brand new Chanel exclusives. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this information helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me any of your comments, your questions down below. As always, I will be linking all of the products mentioned, everything that I used today on my face, down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.